Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Youth Zone with Sister Aurelia, and welcome to our discussion about movies and televisions. What about them? The type of movie and TV entertainment we choose can also affect our relationship with God. Some movies and TV shows are delightful entertainment, and some may even enhance our appreciation of our God's creation and his marvelous handwork. But no doubt you have noticed that many shows have exploded with stories featuring adultery, fornication, lesbianism, homosexuality, violence, and mass killing. This may be viewed as entertainment, but how do they affect a person? Well, ask yourself, how have you become the person you are today? Is it not by your environment and education, by what you have been taking into your mind, especially through your eyes and ears? Yes, to a large extent, you are what you feed your mind. The more you are exposed to certain things, the more you are likely to become part of it, or it becomes part of you. You wouldn't think of choosing to eat a meal of filthy garbage, would you? What then if you are continually exposed to mental garbage? It is bound to become part of your thinking. When watching a motion picture, you are in effect associating with the kinds of persons being portrayed in the screen. And movies are deliberately designed to involve you emotionally with the characters, often arousing empathy for the wrongdoer, the fornicator, the homosexual, even the murderer. Do you want to get deeply involved uh, in such a way with homosexuals and fornicators, adulterers and all sorts of criminals? Still, as you watch some act of sexual immorality or violence on the screen, you may think, uh, why I would never do a thing like that. True, right now it might repel if you it might repel you if someone were to suggest that you steal from your neighbor, lie to your friends, or commit fornication. But if you were to keep company with thieves, fornicators, and homosexuals long enough, listening to their distorted thinking, in time you might become sympathetic towards them. What at first seemed repulsive might not seem that way in time. And consider this, by the way. How did the majority of homosexuals get to be that way? By spending time thinking about it and by associating with others who are that way. You may feel that you would not engage in immorality, but what if you go on to motion pictures with persons of the opposite sex and watch repeated acts of necking, petting, and immorality? What will you be more likely to do after such movies, especially if you also have access to alcoholic beverages? In effect, many of today's films shout out, we are going to engage in badness. We are going to break all laws, even God's laws. Is it the kind of influence you want working on you? Do you honestly think that you are above being corrupted by bad influences? Remember, millions of once decent, hard-working Europeans were brainwashed by Nazi propaganda to commit or support terrible crimes against humanity. So do not underestimate the effect that the corrupt propaganda spread through motion pictures on sex and violence can have on you. You need to find the reason for recreation. Our Creator made us with a great need for recreation, but He never purposed that it should be centered around moral filth or violence, around the breaking of His laws. True, if you exclude movies and TV shows that feature these things, you may find that you are excluding a great many films and television programs, but there are still many wholesome forms of recreation that you can enjoy. After all, what is good in recreation and entertainment if after it has finished, you don't feel refreshed, or if it leaves you feeling disturbed or upset, as the saying goes, with a bad taste in your mouth? If someone offered you something to eat and it looked good and tasted nice, but after eating it you felt sick, would you go back for seconds? Be selective then as to how you spend your free time in recreation and entertainment. Don't just kill time by settling for any kind of entertainment that happens to be on hand, but put some life into that free time by doing something that will bring real enjoyment and refreshment, something that you can look back on and remember with pleasure. There is a variety of outdoor sports that can play. Many folks had hours of enjoyment hiking in the woods, playing handball and badminton, or pitching horseshoes. Some have set up big ping pong table uh, and pool tables at home and invited their friends over to play such games. If you check with your parents, you may find that they will welcome you doing this. You may also be able to visit museums or other places of interest that both entertain and inform. Have you visited a chicken farm or a dairy, an auction, or a printing plant? If you live in the city, there may be government departments that can give you facts about places of interest in the city. They may tell you about the industries in your vicinity that welcome visitors. In addition, trips to scenic spots such as lakes, mountains, and beaches can be delightful recreation, especially when families can enjoy these things together. Of course, there is the need to exercise caution so that these pleasurable pursuits don't become the chief objective in our lives and we thereby fail to receive the benefits that they can provide. Yet, how grateful we can be that our Creator has made us with the capacity to share in and enjoy such a wide variety of recreation activities. This can indeed make life more worthwhile. It is important that you look for good and important games and sports to use for your entertainment, to keep you company, and for your recreation. Thank you so much for listening. I remain Sister Aurelia. Kindly subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. Bye bye, and I love you.